Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the leader of opposition from the opposition team. Today the motion is that steroids and other performance-enhancing drugs should be allowed in the Olympics, and we oppose to the motion. First, I would like to answer to the government's question. They first asked why the players have to do the doping tests. Well, they have to do the doping tests for their health risks and furthermore, even their deaths. And also, they asked another question about the point of the Olympics. The point of Olympics is not by using the steroids and other performance enhancing. Just the point of Olympics is to see the truth and really your practice amounts and how far you have done. Now I would rebut to the government team's arguments. The first argument was why we should allow the steroids and other performance-enhancing drugs. It is the government's duty to tell why that dish should be allowed, and it is our duty to tell that we shouldn't allow it. Well, the reason we don't allow it is firstly because of health problems, and second, it is unfair, and third, it will introduced by the deputy leader of opposition, which is ruins sports. And the government team's second argument was there are practical reasons why we should allow them. However, if the players do not take the doping tests, then the players can get health risks or even further die. So for these reasons, we believe that the steroids and other performance-enhancing drugs shouldn't be allowed in the Olympics. Point of information? No, thank you. And our team's first argument is health problems. In the Olympics, it is mostly anabolic steroid is used, and these are steroids used to make muscles and make them active and excited. The side effect of anabolic steroids is massive. It makes men's chest bigger and it increases the level of LDL, which is a sort of bad cholesterol and lowers level of a good cholesterol, causing heart attack and many infections, and it can furthermore lead you to death. Also, you can get sensitive and impulsive, and it can also cause liver failure and shrinks the testes and causes higher death rates. There are many players who have died and had accidents because of these steroids. First, 29-year-old track runner was found dead beside her bed. The only hurt she had were marks on her body and pimples. In her blood, steroids were found. Also in 2009, in Science International and also the International Journal of Cardiology found that over 30 people died because of steroids. And also, Griffithy Joyner, another track runner, won 3 King works. She was very beautiful and she made the first world record. However, because of the steroids, she died at the age of 39. And our last argument that I'll introduce is, second, there can be a huge gap between rich and poor countries. The steroid is very expensive. Also, dodging and manipulating the doping test require state-of-the-art technology with thousands of dollars. That amount of money may not be a big problem in rich countries, but for small nations, it will be a huge amount of money for them to handle. So the steroids will just make a bigger gap between the rich and poor country, which is very unfair. It is unfair for the poor country because then when the rich countries are winning all the Olympics, then they will be losing all the Olympics because they are not taking steroids and they are just being truth and not lying to those people. So for these reasons, we, the opposition team, believe that the steroids and other performance-enhancing drugs shouldn't be allowed in the Olympics. Thank you for listening.